Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. Light it up!
Soga, get them!
Coming at ya! This one's got your name on it! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Hey, yeah!
Don't waste my time. Your life is mine. This one's got your name on it! Fire! Well, with rocks. This one's got your name on it! Ha! 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 Feeling lucky? I'm going in! Give up! Eat this!
Once, there was a glorious kingdom.
Absorption test.
Take flight! Punishment!
Animal hypostasis emulation. Stand clear. Let the show begin. Ready, steady, go!
My apologies. Embrace the ice. Take flight! Sakura swirl!
Hello FJG.
Well, if
That voice! It's NAVIA!
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
How about you, NAVIA?
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of. Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with family. Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well. Our financial
Hello, Kamal.
situation right now isn't the best, so although just
कैसा है
pieces
भाई?
of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to
50-50
restore.
हार गया अरे.
Spoken like a
Oh, you.
क्या
So
मिला?
before I came over this time, I took a pic. And then, since Maloose loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own. But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
That does sound like you, alright.
Oh, wanna take a look?
जीन C1 हो गई.
Wait, this looks like a...
चल चीची नहीं मिली at least.
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the...
Okay, Paimon can
अब
definitely
रेडन
see how
पक्की
you
है.
might forget what each of these...
रेडन
Thank
कौन
you
से
for
निकालेगा
your
क्या?
advice. I thought that as long as I...
क्या रेडन नहीं है?
Anyway, worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Ah, so you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, wanna come with me and check out the town? You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch up.
It's a bit sudden, but...
Then let's go.
Oh, you mean...
Oh, sorry. All right, follow me.
रेडन नहीं है मेरे पास सारे. वेपन भी निकालेगा. मैं स्प्लिटर पे किया किसी ने पुल.
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
If you provided the Mora line to Poisson. Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub. So you are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient. It's really a huge shame.
नाविया चाहिए थी
Well,
कोई नहीं अगले में
it
भाई
is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head. But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it. From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just...
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right, then
then let's go.
It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person?
नाविया के लिए फार्म में किया था वो सब वेस्ट हो
I'm
गया अगली
sorry.
बार मैं ले लेना
Totally
ना ना
forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of... While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes, I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived? Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning. So, I will always associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea. I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving, the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward, always. But no matter what, we can't change the past. But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up. We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
Navia, do you think she's doing all right? Okay, Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
Hello, Krishna.
Boss, you're back! Traveler in Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again.
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on source.
कैसा है भाई? किसी ने कुछ पुल कर रहा है क्या?
So
जितने भी प्रीमोस्ट है
we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in
19
commemoration
पुल
of
किया
everything they've
सुक्रो
done for
सीवन
the
और
Spina
रोजारे
and the town
C3 हो
of
गई.
Poisson. But
Still
since
waiting
my
for
father
AYAKA.
was known as callously unfaithful for the longest time, but now that his name has been cleared and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation.
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that boss should have a
60
place
पिट्टी हो
on the
गया है.
statue.
15 और 16 चाहिए.
Hey,
5 तो देख उससे मिल जाएगा तुझे मंथली सेट से.
thanks for anyway, Florent.
उसके बाद स्पाइरल से मिल जाएगा
But
और
we
एक
haven't had
इवेंट आ
any real
जाएगा 1-2 दिन
discussions
में.
yet on the possible designs. I feel like I first and then send them over to you to review.
There's no need for all that. Hey, you! Come over here with me. Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callus, and I'll be... Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like Florent? Let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the...
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas? Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind
एक
of
घंटे में
set in stone.
180 सकूरा ब्लूम
So,
फार्म कर
I
लिया.
want to pick your brain for
ये
a
भी
bit
ठीक है.
and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
I'm all good
कितने
here,
वर्ल्ड में
boss.
ज्वाइन किया भाई?
Feel free to start posing whenever.
A happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs?
भाई अलग ही पिक्चर चल रही है.
Actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. Forget it, let's try something else.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
This pose! It makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
LSB
Clementine's pose a bit
टीपी के
cute.
पास वाले
Bold and
35
heroic.
मार्क
Was she really that kind of
किया
person?
था फिर दूसरे के
If we
वर्ल्ड
were
में
to stick with
जाके
this pose, maybe
कर लिया
people would wonder
कि
if she
फटाफट
was
लेकिन आया
actually
का
the
नहीं
real
मिली.
boss behind the scenes.
Well, tabloids
कोई नहीं
did
भाई.
indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't make
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image
ये
of her
नल्ला
in our
ट्रेवलर क्या
hearts.
कर रहा है अब?
Let's try to come up with
नाविया के
something
साथ.
else.
समझ रहे हो?
By that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate. Look over there, my dear Clementine.
अरे पायमन को उड़ा दो
But there's
कोई
something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr. Callus look too tall next to the lady.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Wait.
और भाई
No,
बिग
we
पीपी
can't do that. Very few people would
अपनी
see the
सिस्टर को
statue if we
ढूंढने
were
के
to
अलावा
put it on a boat.
सब कर रहा है
The
ये
statue is
नल्ला
meant to be
ट्रेवलर
placed in the town.
लुमिन सोच
But
रही होगी
then,
मेरा भाई
since we're putting it in
आएगा
the
मुझे
town,
लेने
the whole point of the pose
ये
would be
देख के मैं
lost.
वह हो जाएगा
Oh, okay.
भाई सिस्टर ने तो कहा था कि एंड ऑफ जर्नी मिलेंगे कितनी फोटो चलेंगी
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time. Oh, outfits! Oh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
Yes, that's
NAVIA
exactly who I'm
saved
talking
you.
about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me. And she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine.
भाई
but
म्यूट
young
कर दो
children are not
पायमन की
allowed to
आवाज
join the
नहीं
Spina.
सुनना
She will
भाई
just have to wait a
स्पेशली
few
म्यूट करने
years,
का कुछ
and
होता
then
तो
we'll
जरूर कर
welcome her
देता
with
मैं
open arms. Since she's still a child, though, she thought I was just
लुमिन
trying
ने
to let
देख
her
लिया
down gently. But
ये तो वो
how could I
खुद
get her to believe that
आके
I meant what I
नल्ले
said?
ट्रेवलर को मारेगी
In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift.
भाई एसबी
I
लेकिन
got
उनका
so
क्या जो
busy and distracted in the
लुमिन
city
चला रहे
that
हैं
I
मेन
forgot to
कैरेक्टर
pick the uniform up. So I did forget
उसका क्या
something
करेंगे
important after all.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick it up right away.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start. Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
नाविया का डैमेज बहुत हाई है ट्रायल में स्किल से 150
NAVIA, Florent,
डिलीट क्यों कर
guess
दिया
who's
मैं सिर्फ
back?
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
That's right. I finally
तो
finished serving my
लुमिन
time.
कहा
Gotta say, it turns out I
भाई
was a lot tougher than I thought.
नल्ली
After I
उठाया
got
भाई
out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed
ये
about
भी
it
ठीक है
every time I had to get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
It's good to have you back, Coulter.
150 के डैमेज था स्किल से
Ah, let me introduce you.
मैंने
This
डैमेज
is
का ध्यान
Coulter,
नहीं दिया
another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede some time ago. But, looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you...
Have you not heard anything?
Well, I know that
Oh, first things first.
Oh, nice to meet you.
150 के डैमेज था स्किल से
Indeed, pretty amazing. But we've been cool since
नाविया
before
टू
we
भी
even
फ्रेंडली है अपन ने तो अभी
Humble again as always, I see.
उसकी वेपन भी
I
खोल
was
के नहीं
totally
देखी थी मैंने
sincere
तो
with my praise.
Nice.
नई
Spina di
एट्रीब्यूट्स
Rosula
जो
always
उन्होंने
seems to
ट्रायल में दी
attract
थी
great people. Oh, that reminds...
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone.
शॉप
As
कब
you can
रीसेट
see,
होगा
even Poisson isn't quite the
वो
same
मंथली
as
वाला ना 1
how
तारीख
it
को हो
was
जाएगा
before you left.
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
I'm sorry, but It's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
Luce and Melissa, dead. They're just gone?
मैं तो बस प्रीमोस कलेक्ट करके 10 पुल मार के
I was planning to
बंद
give
कर
him a
दिया अरे
surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
Hey, keep it together.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone. Fair warning, there was a lot.
Okay.
अगर आयाका नहीं मिली तो मेरे सारे रेजिन बर्बाद हो जाएंगे
All of this, it's unbelievable. I can't believe that those stories were real. It all
सोचना ही नहीं है भाई नहीं मिलेगी
You and I both feel the same way about the profound
बेकार चीजें
tragedy.
सोच के
I thought Mr. Marcel
तुम
would
मुझसे
always
निकलवा
stand by
दोगे
the Spina. It's uncommon.
The good news is that the
दूसरी क्रैव स्वॉर्ड
Are you
यूजर को
sure? But
Realm who?
Not a name I've heard before either.
Florent should remember him. You see, Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of
ना वे
money would be
फ्रेंडली
better
है
spent
पर
improving
F2P
the town
है
of
कि
Poisson.
नहीं
But
वो
Mr.
नहीं
Callis
पता
believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the court of Fontaine and the Font, not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace. But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spino di Rosula altogether.
Ugh. And with Papa's
कृष्णा सर की
stubbornness, I
पिटी
can
है अब बस
definitely imagine
पुल्स
how
तो
it
खत्म
must
कर
have
दिया
gone down.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build.
Yeah, you could say it was the
Oh, that's a good point. If Callus was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Oh, yeah. It eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. But Navia, boss, you might not know this, but he wasn't always like that. He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice, and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years. But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely
Huh. I never knew. But from my perspective,
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion. They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she
नोवेलेट
became
17
pregnant
पुल
with
पे मिला
Callus's
था
child.
50-50 होता 39 पुल में
thought she had
50-50
betrayed
फरीना
them?
78 में 50-50
that doesn't make
जीन
any sense.
22
Before she
पुल
was their
में इस
mediator,
बार
my
हार्ड
mother
पिटी
was also her
जाएगा
own person, and a member of the Spina.
देखते
She should have the right to take any side she wished.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side. Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callus began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish. With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
So that's what happened.
From that point on, Romeu and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us
Hello,
any
Laser
kind of
Demon.
professional or personal courtesy ever again. Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeo had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeo's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as well.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now?
हम्म,
How about we go out for a
हमें
walk?
स्प्लिटर मिल गई, बढ़िया
I've
भाई.
heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down even now. I mean, to think that I'll just never see them again.
Ah, in that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there as well. It'll save Laurent's guys a trip. Want to come with me again, you two? You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Oh, of course. That's fine by me.
Then let's go! Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
We really are the best of partners. Come on, let's go.
रेडन जब आने वाली थी, एक दिन में ही 5 कैरेक्टर स्टोरी ख़त्म किया था. अभी करके देखो भाई, आपके हंगआउट हो गए. मैंने मोस्टली कर लिए थे सारे, तो आई गेस पता नहीं. एंड लैला का रह गया है, और बस उसी का रह गया है. अब जब प्रीमो चाहिए होंगे तब करेंगे उसका.
Are we not taking the boat this time?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip.
हाइकिंग ट्रिप बाय.
Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
सारे स्टोरी हैंगआउट सब खत्म है. एक्सप्लोरेशन ही बचा है थोड़ा सा. एक्सप्लोरेशन तो मेरा बहुत बचा है. ये 71, ये 89 हुआ है, ये 70 हुआ है, ये 48, 81, 87, 100 नहीं है.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break. Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before.
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two. The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callus was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard. And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse. Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Then let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's.
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients.
एक्सप्लोर बोल रहा है वो, ये भी ठीक है। तो से मेरे को एक्सप्लोर करो, प्रीमोस मिलेगा बहुत।
Okay, seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important ingredients of all. Oh, would you? Oh, but
We should contribute to make.
Oh, that's great.
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
Great. Then I'll prep this.
क्या बनाना है भाई?
Ah, how did it go? You've all done your part.
Whoa, these macarons look and taste
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how
Oh, it's just a hobby. There's no need to praise me for it like...
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so... Was it that obvious? I just thought you would be a great fit, that's all.
70% हो गया है
You just
सिमेरू
happened
एंड
to walk
सिमेरू
in on our
में
little
चेस्ट
reunion.
खोलने
It's
में
actually
दिमाग
been
खराब
quite a
होता है,
while since we last
खास
spent
करके
time together. Adventurers never stay in one place
फॉरेस्ट
for
वाले
long.
पार्ट में
The name of
मेरे को
Spina di
ज्यादा
Rosula
बेकार
will just
लगता है
tie
वो।
them down.
मुझे डिजर्ट वाला तब भी
After
थोड़ा
everything we've
ठीक
been
लगा
through
था,
together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined
लेकिन
even
अपना
if
अपना
we found
ओपिनियन होता
ourselves
है।
on opposite sides of the world.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
I understand now. I will
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water.
अब कौन आया?
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick!
May your travels go smoothly. May this... All set? Let's move out then.
क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट।
I asked some old acquaintances in town.
कमीशन हो गए होंगे इतने में। ये बात मुझे भी डेजर्ट वाला सही लगा था फॉरेस्ट से। डेजर्ट वाला मेरा थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर्ड भी है, ये वाला एरिया छोड़ के बाकी सारे ठीक ठाक हैं। ये 91 है, ये 96 है, ये 100% है, ये 80% है, ये 83% है, बस ये वाला नहीं है। और फॉरेस्ट के देख 66, 44, 73 ऐसा है। 7 पता नहीं, अच्छे नहीं लगा फॉरेस्ट का पार्ट इतना। मैं न्यू एरिया आने के तो 2-3 दिन में ही 75 to 85
The demoiselle of Spina di
एक्सप्लोर कर
Rosula.
देता हूँ, उसके बाद ही
Nonsense.
खेलने
We
का
all know
मन नहीं
what a
करता।
talented businesswoman you are. No, man, don't forget, she's the boss now.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads. There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new
Boss has got a point.
Very well. Please wait here while I retrieve the uniform.
और बहन भाई कैसा है? वो अलग बात है, मेरा खुद एक्सप्लोर नहीं है. ये भी ठीक है.
Can someone remind Paimon again why it...
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. All she says is that she really looks up to me. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. She said she used, but the Spina is very
ट्रेवलर
different
अपने
now.
सिस्टर को भूल गया
She
है.
must, yeah, you could say that. By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time. She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone...
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive.
ये
She
कौन है
can
भाई?
commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision.
So I was just hearing things.
Is something up, Traveler? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
All right.
Alright.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Stop right there!
साला भागे तो अपन पहले थे ना, अभी अपन से पहले कैसे पहुंच गए? अरे भाई उससे आगे भागते जा रहे हैं अपन, पकड़ने पीछे सीधा बोच लेते भाई.
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore.
अरे
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
25,000 डैमेज. फरीना का भी बफ लेते हैं, रुको.
Everybody stand back! Time to shine!
ये तो ऐसे ही मार दे.
This one's got your name on it!
पूरा बफ तो आ नहीं पाया था.
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
ट्रेवलर थोड़ा ढीला है. मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये बिगड़ गया है साला. ट्रेवलर.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken. Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking.
मैं 73 विश कर लिया हूँ. अब कितने विशेष में 5 स्टार मिलेगा? 78 पे मिल जाना चाहिए.
We're looking to get vengeance on
76 के
Spina
बाद तुम
Tirosula.
कभी भी एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो.
Discovered.
किसी भी पुल पे मिल
Can't
सकता है
beat you
तुम्हें.
in a fight. We had met.
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
We were out drinking when we saw NAVIA. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day. Too bad you guys messed up ours first. Huh? You're pretty sharp, but so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway. Seeing you like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I won't press charges for your attack. That should all...
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our
मुझे
boss
नाविया
know.
में विश करना चाहिए या
If you so
आयाका में
much as
50-50
think
है.
about pulling something like this again, I won't be so...
All right.
आयाका की टीम चाहिए भाई तुम्हें.
Are
नाविया भी
Hey,
न्यू है,
it's the other side.
I support Bob.
Yes.
तो अभी
I
इतना
still think we could still have.
Yeah, those guys.
पता नहीं है।
I'd rather.
Yep. That's how
अभी
it's
किट
getting late
देखता हूँ
already.
इसकी,
I'll
रुको
also ask
जाकर
someone to.
Do we have to stay?
We can still go
कैसा
out.
सीन रहेगा। देखो आयाका का तो कंफर्म पता है, उसे प्रीमियम टीम चाहिए अच्छा डैमेज के लिए। एटलीस्ट कोई परमा फ्रीज वाला तो चाहिए, हाइड्रो कोकुमी या मोना, तो वो ध्यान रखना। टैलेंट क्या है? क्रिस्टल स्वॉर्ड डैमेज व्हेन नॉर्मल एंड चार्ज अटैक। ठीक है भाई, एलिमेंटल स्किल यूज करने के बाद जियो डैमेज बढ़ जाएगा, वो सॉरी 40% डैमेज बढ़ जाएगा अटैक। फॉर ईच पायरो इलेक्ट्रो क्रायो हाइड्रो पार्टी मेंबर्स नाविया जेंस 20% इंक्रीज अटैक, मतलब अलग अलग पार्टी का यूज करोगे तो उससे भी अटैक बढ़ जाएगा। स्टैक दो का ही होगा तो दो डिफरेंट चलाओ। ये तो बेकार है। स्केल कितना है? अच्छा खासा स्केल है एलिमेंटल स्किल का भी, कूल डाउन भी ठीक है। यूनिट तो ठीक लग रही है भाई। ये अभी लगता है ये स्टोरी के बाद खुल जाएंगे इसके लिए आर्टिफैक्ट्स। मेरे ख्याल से प्रोटोटाइप आर्काइव भी चला पाओगे इस पे तुम, तो ठीक रहेगी। इसका वेपन यूला में वर्क करेगा क्या? क्रिस्टलाइज का तो नहीं हो पाएगा, तो पैसिव तो वर्क नहीं करेगा, देख ले। अगर तेरे पे वोल्फ ग्रेवस्टोन हो तो वो भी दे सकता है, या अनफोर्ज्ड। हम्म 300 सेकेंड्स किसका ड्यूरेशन है? 300 300 किसका है भाई? 300 तो बोला ही नहीं मैंने। मैजिक का आया का रिव्यू कर दो एक बार जेम्स सर जल्दी से। मिल गया उसे। क्रिस्टल शार्पनर ड्यूरेशन, जो इससे बफ बढ़ता होगा, मे बी उसका होगा। ये देखना पड़ेगा। कितनी कॉन्स मिली उसे? रुको जरा, कहाँ है? उसका नाम क्या था इन गेम? अपन तो इन गेम नाम भूल गया उसका। इटर्नली था आई गेस, जो ऑनलाइन है ना? लग तो यही रहा है। यही है। ओ C6 हो गई। बढ़िया भाई। R5 भी किया क्या? नहीं ऐसे नहीं। कितने पुल्स लगे भाई? अब थोड़ी ना डर, एक ही बार में गेम डिस्ट्रॉय भाई। क्रायो डैमेज तो अभी भी चाहिए। कितने पुल में है ये बता। डैमेज टेस्ट कर रहा राज। ओके।
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
चार सौ पुल सही है। कितनी बार अर्ली मिला?
Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon. If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Marmonia.
Totally. Right? Although, of course, with the he was a very ambitious man.
And that's also why people hate.
All right. Why don't you can use the same room as last time?
Yep, yep.
Oh.
Oh, Paimon, sorry. Please.
I really need those parts. I guess it's finally on the right path.
Just say what you mean. No problem's too big to solve.
Hello? Are you asleep yet? Oh, no, not at all. I just want to go fishing.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about.
Hopefully I didn't. Don't worry. You don't have to just think of it as keeping me. Okay,
बाय
let's
बाय,
go.
जा रहा हूँ मैं। ओके ब्रो। फिर मैसेज डिलीट कर दिया। ठीक है भाई। मैं भी ये स्टोरी करके बंद करूँगा। आज वॉचिंग आ नहीं रही क्योंकि बड़े बड़े पहले स्ट्रीमर आज अपने टाइम पे कर रहे हैं और अपन पुल नहीं कर रहे हैं बिल्कुल भी। लोग पुल देखने आते हैं। नहीं सही बात है ना, क्यों क्यों ही करना टाइम वेस्ट ही क्यों करना है। गद्दारी कर रहे। कोई नहीं भाई, चलता है। एसपी तूने हॉगवर्ट्स लेगेसी गेम देखा है क्या?
Fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod.
What's the... Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler? Then, let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing competition.
Honestly, Paimon,
It might just be...
that's a thing?
I'm sure you'd
मेरा
get
कमेंट
even
कर देना।
sleepier if I delved more
क्या
deeply
कमेंट कर
into
देना?
it. Anyway,
कमीशन वो
my
नाइट में
father
कर
always
देंगे
had
ना
a lot
शाम
of
को।
unrealistic. My mother never had... All the members of the Spina greatly... Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me, no matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word.
हॉगवर्ट लेगेसी देखा है तूने
Eventually,
गेम?
Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. But once, I learned then, because...
सोच रहा था वो गेम की,
If you
लेकिन
do
फिर
falter-
मैंने देखा कि
Sorry, basically,
कम
I was
FPS
just
आएगी गेम
saying
में।
that the nurturing atmosphere, and if that's the only...
Is that why you let those guys go today?
कमीशन का
Look! I
कमेंट हो
think you've
गया
got something on the
ऑटो।
line.
ऑटो करेक्ट बंद करके रखा करना।
But why isn't...
Oh, there must be something wrong. We can't let it get away. Come on, you two.
You want Paimon to help too?
नहीं भाई, तेरी हेल्प नहीं चाहिए, तू हेल्प ही नहीं करती वैसे भी। यू वांट पाइमन हेल्प टू? पानी में फेंक दो दोबारा से। जहां से निकाले थे वहीं पे फेंक दो।
We'll go ahead with the operation.
Well, you...
Well, if we...
All right. Go to bed. I had a great time today.
यस,
So,
इमरजेंसी फूड चाहिए
Paimon
और क्या?
dreamt that she danced with this...
huh.
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
नाविया को देख कैसे देख रही थी?
Anyway, let's head out.
Paimon hopes she'll really...
I hope so too.
क्या मिला है भाई? इन्वेंटरी चेक की जाए। वेपन में तो नहीं था कुछ। मिला क्या है साला फिर? हेलो देवांश, बड़े दिन बाद भाई।
else more interesting to
देवांश
do?
तू नहीं आया था ना जब गिव अवे किया था अपन ने? मेरी 40 पिटी है और बस गानू का वेट है। एग्जाम चल रहे थे। अरे अपन ने कुछ दिन पहले ही वेलकिन गिव अवे किया था, उसमें आता तो मैं भी एक जीत सकते थे, तुम 3 किए थे।
Adele, we're back. We brought you a gift from the court too.
Whoa, thank you.
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele?
Oh,
It's been a while.
Oh, it's you two. I've heard that you...
You're really amazing. And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she what's in this?
of course.
Oh,
Well, it's this so.
किसके लिए सेव कर रहे हो?
Everyone.
एंगल्फिंग
instant
लाइटनिंग
protection of-
और
it's
थंडरिंग
like-
पल्स, कुछ भी मिल जाए, वेपन चाहिए
Huh? Is
उन
something up
दोनों में
for
से।
I've got something.
What?
It seems like they've been. But Romeo, we investigated their.
they have smart.
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation.
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeo and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus. If they manage to blow up the
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Plus.
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going to let this up. We have to issue an evacuation order.
Let's get everyone onto.
My dear partner, if the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, let's stop their insanity first. Then settle the score with them.
Leave it to us.
मेरा तो अकाउंट मेरी आईडी में 10 विशेष
Let's
है।
go, you two. We've
पुल
got
इन
to act
करना है।
fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
क्या पुल करना था तुम्हें?
Watch out, boss! What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Oh.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical
ट्रेडिशनल
ideas. And that's because
आयाका
out of
50-50
the
है,
entire
73 है,
Spina
विशेष है ऑलरेडी
I only hate
कर लिया
you.
हूँ।
Only you, Navia.
You better stick close to me.
Romeo promised me that he would leave
This is
Poisson
gonna-
alone if I could just take, but it was like you were glued with the
हो जाएगा भाई।
Romeo has lost his
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you.
50-50 बहुत रिस्की चीज है
I
भाई।
saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little. And it was all because of you, Navia. Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Malus and Silver died because of you.
25 पिट्टी है
So many
वेपन
more
पर।
dead.
गानू का C1
Everyone
वर्थ इट है।
dead. All
So the shock and grief you showed us.
डैमेज
before-
बढ़ जाएगा तेरा
now you're
15%
catching on.
कुछ।
Did you know?
ठीक है
Down
वो।
there in that blast back then because of that. The
ये
years
मान ले कुछ
passed
10
by
से
in a
20
blur
हजार
after,
का
but
अंतर आ
then
जाएगा
he
मेल्ट
died.
करने पर।
And it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you. I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Don't listen to him, boss. He's.
Have you ever considered that? Have you ever considered that? Maybe
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences.
वो
And when that time
क्या है,
comes,
मैं कभी
those
प्रिमोजन
most
सेव नहीं
precious to
करता
you
हूँ,
really
इसलिए
will throw
विशेष ज़्यादा
themselves in
नहीं है।
front of... Yeah, but
हो
is
जाएगी
that
भाई।
really why they support me?
फिर तो नहेदा के लिए सेव कर लूँगा।
that kindness-
सैनो
Shut
Real?
your
रो
mouth!
रहा है।
I don't know how to.
I'm sure
भाई
Mr.
नाहिदा
Malusa, you
बढ़िया है
somehow
भाई,
get out of
नाहिदा
the way.
निकालो,
You're gonna
वर्थ इट
head
हो।
boss. There's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
Maybe you think you're being the realist by painting the history of the speech, but the love that I felt from, and even now,
अच्छा
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Ha! Ha! Watch out! Hiya! Ha! Feeling lucky? Fire! Well, with boss. Ha! This one's got your name on it. Proper send off from the Spina with love.
Shine down!
अब स्नो पेन और मैजिक C6 कर लिया।
Laurent, if you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them
कितने पुल्स
quickly,
बचे
and
मैजिक?
don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
I don't...
क्यों मैजिक सर?
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the Clementine line. If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosive. Strike a pose. Brace you. Teamwork is dreamwork. Hey,
बैरिट नहीं मार दिया।
nice and spicy.
ठीक है भाई।
They certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction. Let the world collide! I'm going in! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this! These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control
मैजिक
mechanism.
सर C6 की पार्टी दो सबको वेलकम। पैसा स्पॉन्सर करवा रहे।
Touch any of this stuff. Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole. Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the...
एंगल्फिंग की रिफाइनमेंट चाहिए आपको? नहीं, शांगलिंग को देंगे। नया बिल्ड बनाएंगे एकदम सा। लुक फॉर ए की। कहाँ ढूंढूं भाई?
Let me turn this guy over. Ugh, he's super heavy.
तो हेल्प क्यों ही कर रही है?
Oh, you found it! That's amazing!
दोस्त को बता के आता हूँ। ओके ब्रो।
That should do it, right? Navia and Florent should be able to relax now. Oh, you're right.
ए बोला गंगा।
They're gonna bury Poisson!
ओ जियो की पावर यूज की भाई ने। अब दूसरी एलिमेंटल दिखा दी।
Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block the spin away.
यार ट्रैवलर को देखना था अलग अलग एलिमेंटल स्किल यूज करते हुए। यार मेरे को तो देहा मिली स्टैंडर्ड से सारा मूड खराब हो गया। भाई ट्रैवलर का जो सीन बनाया था वो ठीक लग रहा था यार, थोड़ी देर तक और फाइट करने देते बस। एक आध एलिमेंटल स्किल और दिखाता ना वो अपनी डिफरेंट, मुझे ठीक लगता। उसके बाद ना भी आ जाती, कोई
I
दिक्कत नहीं
heard from
थी।
Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once a part of Spina di Rosula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
मैजिक सर सीधे बोलो दोस्त को
more to
जला के
say to
आता है, ये
them.
भी ठीक है।
Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane
ट्रैवलर
enough
ने
to even
चैट
be
के
worth
साथ
trying
वीडियो
to
यूज,
talk to.
तब तो भाई वो जियो
Please
रीजन था ना, अभी
prosecute them in
पॉन्टेन रीजन है,
accordance to the law. Spina
तो
di
वो
Rosula will
वो
not
अलग
raise
चीज हो
any
जाती है।
objections.
Sounds good.
हर रीजन
We're
में
very
ये
appreciative
मतलब
of your
वही
help. Now then,
वो यूज
consequences
करता था
would have been
एलिमेंटल
far
स्किल
worse.
उसी रीजन का।
All right. This
इसमें
operation is a wrap.
जियो
Take
का
'em
किया
away.
है जबकि फाउंटेन रीजन है।
We saved everyone! I knew it was
सिग्नारी
so
या डीलुक
cool.
मिल जाता
Yeah.
ब्रो, या कोई वेपन
Luckily, we
मिलने।
were just in time.
अरे यार प्रीमस तो यूज करने ही नहीं थे भाई तुम्हें।
It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
Boss, we managed to catch all the info. Seems like Romeo really went all in on.
Got it. Coulter, I can understand how you feel.
अरे
I
यार
am
ये
not
चीज नहीं
callous.
सुननी थी अब।
And but I will spend more so that one
I know what you're trying to say. Mister, there are too many.
henceforth you are but once you're
Thank you.
एनिमो के साथ जियो यूज किया
As
था
I
चाइल्ड
thought.
में।
Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
ध्यान नहीं यार, बहुत
she
टाइम
is
पहले किया
also,
था, मेरे को
I
जियो
must
का
say,
ध्यान है।
a truly thank you for protecting the Clementine line. I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine
देख के
line
आऊंगा
too,
मैं
I
दोबारा से
wouldn't know how to live
चाइल्ड
with
से
myself.
कीपैड।
A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, but seeing it still standing there, tall and
मेरे को ऐसा
proud,
ध्यान है जियो यूज किया था
it
केवल।
makes me
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Just give her some time.
मैं आईडी डीएम कर रहा हूँ, फेसबुक अकाउंट मेरी आईडी में 10 मैसेज करना है।
Traveler, I want to ask you something. Do you really see me
तू श्योर है ना
as
मैं
your partner?
करने को?
Of course.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
तेरे पे पुल जमा करने की कह रहा है तो या पुल मारने की कह रहा है, ये बता। पल्स मिला तो गाने पर
Any
लगाऊंगा
better
क्या?
after taking a break?
I feel quite a bit better, but I should probably
वेपन
still
बैनर पे
rest
क्यों
for
करना है
a
भाई?
few more
थंडरिंग
days.
पल्स नहीं चाहिए
Sorry,
तुम्हें।
partner. I said some
गाने
weird
के
things
लिए।
earlier. Feel free to just ignore me. I used to think that Coulter mentioned.
पुल
Do you
मारना
think-
था
Don't
पक्का
think
ना,
like that,
देख
no
ले
matter what
50-50 है।
Well, since it's ended up like this, there's something that.
Florent, I hope you can understand.
Don't worry.
थंडर पास लोअर चार्ज अटैक एंड बफ नॉर्मल। हाँ, एक एक करके पुल मारना। ओके, चलेगा भाई। अगर तुझे लेना ही है ना देवांश, तो वहाँ उस पे जाना, एक्वा पे, ठीक है? वो बहुत काम आएगा बाकी कैरेक्टर्स पे भी। और अगर थंडरिंग पल्स चलाना है तो चाइल्ड पे चलाना। और चाइल्ड पे एक्वा और वो सीडी में थोड़ा डिफरेंस आ जाता है, और लगभग बराबर ही रहते हैं चाइल्ड के लिए भी। एक्वा बहुत से कैरेक्टर्स पे काम आ सकता है, तो एक्वा निकाल लेना इन फ्यूचर। थंडरिंग पल्स छोड़ दो। ये बात अलग है, अगर एंगुलफिंग भी चाहिए तुम्हें
Why is everyone gathered
तो
here?
पुल करो।
And what's this?
लेकिन
This was
अगर
supposed to be a gift to you
सोलोइली
from
उसके
everyone
लिए
in
यूज
town.
निकाल ले गान्यू के
We
लिए
were
थंडरिंग
originally
पल्स,
planning to show it to you once
तो
it was
रहने दो।
finished, but special times call for special measures.
Do I really look that
चाइल्ड
bad?
पे तो 50-50 आ
Well,
रहा।
if you're ready,
मैं भी भाई।
I'll unveil.
बस स्टोरी शुरू हो गई है।
Papa, Mother, and me.
हाँ, रेडन
We designed the
एंगुलफिन भी
look for
चाहिए,
Miss
फिर जाओ,
Clementine
कोई
based on
दिक्कत
old
नहीं है
camera
फिर।
records. It is indeed. We only asked.
How could we only have?
Even though, boss.
We wanted to commemorate.
I don't know what.
With Navia.
We are gathered here that we support you and.
That's what we believe as well.
R5 कैच करने में आलस आता है, लेकिन तब भी R5 कर लो भाई,
Thank you
क्योंकि
so
वो
much.
शांगलिंग पे भी
Really
काम
is. I
आएगी
never
कैच।
thought.
शांगलिंग पे बहुत अच्छा डैमेज जाता है कैच से। ओ, ये यहाँ पे आया है डोमेनिया। और दूसरा क्या है? हीलिंग बोनस फिर से। अगला कोई लगता है इसके लिए आ जाएगा, हीलिंग के लिए। हेलो, आई एम बैक। हेलो नॉट मोड। डिस्कॉर्ड प्रोफाइल क्या है? यही है। मेरे चैनल ज्वाइन कर लो, एक्सक्लेमेटरी डिस्कॉर्ड करो, जेम्स बॉन्डी नाम होगा, ओनर में आ रहा हूँ। जेम्स बॉन्ड वाइटी नाम है वैसे तो डिस्कॉर्ड का, जे कैपिटल। अभी के लिए भाई जो इस बेस्ट हीलिंग ही हीलिंग करनी है तो मुझे कोको में बढ़िया लगती है। ये है डिस्कॉर्ड पे डाल दिया वैसे मैंने, और डिस्कॉर्ड चैनल ये है। फ्री में तो दे दिया इन्होंने, बढ़िया। 64 70 से ऊपर क्रॉस होगा, 70 क्रॉस होगा।
If there's
देखो
nothing
मैसेज।
better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
हाँ मैसेज आया ओरियो ना। आप पुल कर देना, वेपन पर मेरा गंदा लक है। 50-50 में 2 बार जीता हूँ। पुल किस पे करना है? ये आईडी है क्या? नाइस पासवर्ड। ये पुल करेगा तो 50-50 हारोगे। तेरे आ रहा है ना? ओ ये सही नहीं बता रहा भाई। ओके सॉरी। मैं हमेशा आ रहा हूँ जब भी इसके क्या नजर में पड़ा है बोलना। मजर क्या होता है भाई? भाई सुबह सुबह 5:30 को पूजा करके अकेले कर लेना। अरे इनकरेक्ट आ रहा है भाई, रुको। डाला तो सही है मैंने जो कॉपी किया है। कोई कैपिटल वर्ड तो नहीं है पासवर्ड में, वो देख लो, कैपिटल या स्मॉल। क्योंकि इनकरेक्ट आ रहा है। भाई 11 नंबर कैसे हैं तेरे? वो भी देख लेना। भाई दोनों में लॉगिन नहीं हुआ। हाँ हम भी 600 प्रीमो यूज करेगा करो भाई। लॉगिन आईडी एक बार चेक कर ले, क्योंकि इससे भी नहीं चला। उन्हें डिस्कॉर्ड में दिखा दो। डिस्कॉर्ड में ये मोबाइल यूजर है, देख पाएगा। आजा भाई स्क्रीन शेयर कर देता हूँ। अगर ज्वाइन कर सकते हो तो। ज्वाइन करोगे तो मैं लैब कर दूंगा। स्ट्रीम लाइक कर दो यार, जिसने लाइक नहीं की, नए हो तो सब्सक्राइब करो। हाँ देख सकते हो, वो क्यों नहीं देख पाएगा? अरे मतलब मोबाइल में इतने लोग डिस्कॉर्ड नहीं चलाते और थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड रहता है उनके लिए। एंगुलफिन के साथ क्या डैमेज देगी रेडन? अब वो तो देखना पड़ेगा तुम्हें, लेकिन पहले से तो बढ़ ही जाएगा भाई ऑब्वियसली, और ER का इशू कंप्लीट हो जाएगा। देख लो बहन, एक बार रीचेक कर लो, ठीक है? भाई तुमने सही से टाइप नहीं किया है, देखो डिस्कॉर्ड पे तुमने कुछ और भेजा और उसमें कुछ अलग टाइप है, जरा गौर से देखो, ठीक है? अब गैस मेरा भी हो जाएगा। वेट कर। भाई तुमने आईडी नेम भी वो भी गलत भेजा था और पास भी थोड़ा गलत भेजा है, दोबारा से चेक करना था तुम्हें। वेरिफिकेशन कोड गया होगा, देखो दोनों में गलती थी। ये मेरा फेस है, क्या बात कर रहे हो, इतना बढ़िया। कोड भी डिस्कॉर्ड पे भेजना, ठीक है? सिंगल पुल करने ना, एक एक करके। किस पे करने थे? और आया का ओके। खतरनाक पासवर्ड है क्या? खतरनाक तो नहीं, लेकिन इन्होंने दोनों में एक एक नंबर, एक में एक नंबर बढ़ा दिया था, एक में एक नंबर घटा दिया था पासवर्ड में, तो लॉगिन कैसे होगा? ओके आया का बीस्ट गेमिंग कहाँ गया पता नहीं। कितनी 75 की थी ना? सिंगल पुल श्योर है ना? 10 पुल है मतलब, तो 10 पुल करते हैं लोग ज्यादातर। मेरे लिए दुआ करो 50-50 होना चाहिए। अच्छा भाई इसे आया का या मोना दिलाना भाई। 10 इज बेटर फॉर मी ऑल्सो। बता बहन, 10 सिंगल 10 सिंगल। ओके 10 गाइस, होप करो इसे मिल जाए। कम ऑन, 5 स्टार तो है। सैक्रिफिशियल ओ भाई, अभी मेरी दिमाग खराब होने वाला था। सुक्रोस ओके। अबे मोना मिली है। अरे यार छी, शिट। दो 4 स्टार और एक मोना। मोना तो आई। कोई लाए वेपी ब्रदर। तेरे पे सुक्रोस भी नहीं थी?
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage.
ये कलेक्ट कर लिया था।
But the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous
अच्छा हुआ झील नहीं आई। कबीले हो यार। हो रखा। चलो, क्या कैरेक्टर्स हैं टोटल? वेंटी है तुम पे। हमको बेनेट नहीं दिख रहा है। ऐसा तो नहीं होना चाहिए। यूला ऑटो अटैक। यार बेनेट नहीं है भाई पे, बुरा लगा। बुक्स भी नहीं है। कोई नहीं भाई, बेनेट चाहिए भाई तुम्हें।
Shut up.
है तो भाई। आहा, बढ़िया, नाइस वन। शॉप से लेना बेनेट। मैंने भी इससे कहा था कि स्टार ग्लिटर सेव करो, बेनेट तो चाहिए, कभी भी शॉप से ले लेना। ये चीजें सेव कर लेना, ये स्टार ग्लिटर जो है। अभी ये बारबरा आए या ना, यहीं पे देख लेना, कभी बेनेट आ जाए तो निकाल लेना। और अगर बेनेट स्टार ग्लिटर से पहले आ जाए बैनर पे, तो उस पे पुल कर लेना, स्टार ग्लिटर से पुल बना लेना। ऐसा कर लेना। वेपन पे कभी मत जाना था, वेपन बेकार है। एक बार लगातार ऑटो करेक्ट ऑटो अटैक करो जूम करके। नोटी हो रहा क्या? कितना जूम चाहिए अब तुमको? वो कैमरा एंगल बिगड़ जाता है भाई। और चार्ज में तो बिल्कुल ही फिर
Freeze to the core. Yeah. Beg for mercy.
कैमरा एंगल बिगड़ जाता। ओह, स्टोरी भी कंप्लीट कर ली तुमने, नाइस। ओह, एक्सप्लोर भी कर रखा काफी। सिमेरु कमा पुल्स तो अभी मिल जाएंगे तुम्हें, काफी ट्राई कर सकते हो अभी भी। अब मेरी 2 टीम बन जाएगा, मोना और सुक्रोस से। मोना बढ़िया भाई। मोना बफ भी बढ़िया देती है। वैसे बैन अगर किसी और को आईडी देगा ना, तो जे मेरे को एफबी का दिया है ना, ये किसी को देना मत। इन गेम का बनाना अलग से, और अगर पासवर्ड भूल गए हो तो रीसेट करना उसको। ये डेंजर में आ जाएगा तुम्हारा। ठीक है। इन गेम का अलग से कर लो, वो बेटर है। ध्यान रखूंगा। हाँ जरूरी है भाई। भाई बहुत सी चीजें एक्सेस हो सकती हैं, एसबी सिर्फ एफबी नहीं है फिर। अब वो ट्रिक्स तो मैं नहीं बताऊंगा क्या क्या है लेकिन ये बता रहा हूँ कि गेम का ध्यान रखना, गेम का ही दिया करना अगर किसी और को दो तो। फेसबुक ईमेल से बना है, मतलब इन गेम का ईमेल लॉगिन दो, वो बेटर है। मोबाइल का नहीं जाना चाहिए, क्यों? वो तो उसमें तुम अथेंटिकेटर रखो, वो बेटर है, 2 स्टेप वेरिफिकेशन। ओ मेरा ये भी सही है। कल कंडेंस नहीं मारे थे मैंने। आज मारने पड़ेंगे आई गेस। चैट डिस्कनेक्टेड हुई थी, अभी सक्सेसफुली कनेक्टेड। भाई ये मेरी पिंग सही नहीं हो रही जंक्शन में, अब पूरे टाइम रेड पे चमकती रहती है। कोई नहीं, शाम को करेंगे। वो नया अपडेट देखते हैं एक ही बार में एक्सपेडिशन वापस लगाने में।
Add Astro. Thank you for complete. Add Astro.
ये हुई ना बात, किससे ही खत्म भाई। क्लेम करो और उधर ही से वापस लगाओ। इस बार हर वीक का रखेंगे, जैसे ही एक वीक कंप्लीट है, मतलब 10,000 के 10,000 वीकली एक्सपी चाहिए अपने को।
Haven't you heard?
2 हफ्ते पहले कंप्लीट कर लेंगे बैटल पास। यार ये 270 पिंग कब से आएगी? मैंने सोचा अपडेट के बाद सही हो जाएगी, क्योंकि बाकी लोगों की भी सही है अभी। अब एक्सप्लोर करके रेडन के लिए प्रीमोजेम सेविंग करूंगा। रेडन के लिए मुश्किल है, पिटी तो हिट नहीं कर पाओगे, लेकिन अर्ली मिल जाए तो अच्छा है। कोई नहीं, ट्राई तो कर ही सकता है। एक ईएम सेंड चाहिए मुझे, अगर मिल जाए इन पीस तो बढ़िया है। वरना अब तो क्रिट रेट पे ध्यान देना है, क्योंकि ईएम तो मैं ऑफ पीस लगाऊंगा और एंगुलफिंग आ जाएगी ईआर के लिए। ईआर बाकी आर्टिफैक्ट्स में है ही, इसको छोड़ के सब में है। और उसके अल्टीमेट के बाद 30 ईआर और बढ़ेगी, तो काफी रहेगा। अब मेरा शैंगलिंग देखो, ईएम 400 दिया हूँ, लेकिन क्रिट रेशियो और ईआर भी देखना पड़ेगा तुम्हें बैन। वरना फायदा ही नहीं है कुछ। 30 के वैसे सही है, अगर वेब प्राइस में दे रहा है तो बेकार है, लेकिन वेब प्राइस के बिना 30 के बहुत बढ़िया है। ओरियो नाम था ना क्या? हाँ है। 56 थी ना यार, 56। 399 EM, 5599, 206। क्रिट डैमेज थोड़ा बढ़ा सकते हो, क्रिट रेट बढ़ जाएगा ऑलरेडी। इसको इन फ्यूचर चेंज कर लेना, अच्छा क्रिट डैमेज आ जाए। इम्प्रूव तो ये भी होगा। इम्प्रूव मांग रहा है भाई अभी आर्टिफैक्ट्स। रोल कम गए हैं रेशियो वाइज। नाविया पुल कर क्यों? अपन नहीं करेंगे अपने अकाउंट में नाविया पुल, अपन वेपन निकालेगा। वो निकालेगा अभय, अभय को निकलवाएंगे। वेपन मैं एंगुलफिंग निकालूंगा, और थंडरिंग पल्स भी मिल जाए तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है मुझे। सेवेंटी की पिटी है, एक पुल करूंगा तो एक वेपन तो निकल ही जाएगी, और 70 पुल और है तो 2 वेपन निकल जाएंगे। एक अर्ली मिल जाए तो बढ़िया है, और अभी 20 दिन है, थोड़े पुल्स और बढ़ मिल जाएंगे। एक सेकंड, कॉल आ रहा मेरे पे। मेरा कैरेक्टर में 72 और वेपन में 60। क्या निकाल रहा है फिर? क्लाउड रिटेनर निकालियो तो, अगर नाविया नहीं निकाल रहा है तो। या फिर 4.6 में देख लेना, नोबलेट भी आ सकता, मेन वेपन, और वो भी आ जाएगा नोबलेट, बढ़िया है वो भी। 70 भाई, 70 की पिटी है, स्टाफ ऑफ होमा मिला था, और 70 ही पुल्स हो गए। 65 और 5 ये, और से एक स्टार ग्लिटर से अगर एक निकालूं तो। मैंने आपको वीडियो भेजी, एक स्ट्रीमर को 10 पुल में दोनों वेपन बैनर का वेपन मिला था। एक बार तो अपने को भी मिल चुका है ना टेक्निकली 10 पुल में। 4.6 में तो बहुत टाइम है, कर लूँगा न्यू ब्लेड के लिए, देख ले। वरना क्लाउड रिटेनर भी बढ़िया लग रही है भाई, देख लेना। हेलो कौशल, मैं पुल करूं कि नहीं? कुछ देखो, अगर आयाका के लिए टीम नहीं है तो मत करो पुल ऑब्वियसली। नाविया भी अच्छी लग रही है, डैमेज अच्छा खासा है, तो बेकार तो नहीं है वो पुल। लेकिन अगर टीम को कोई नीड नहीं है, या तुम्हें अच्छी नहीं लगती तो मत करो। अगले में रेडन आ रही है, वो करो नया। अगर नए अकाउंट के लिए रेडन सबसे बढ़िया है भाई, अगर नया अकाउंट है तुम्हारा।
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
प्रीमोस कितने मिले इवेंट से? अभी इवेंट आया कहाँ है? और आज के प्रीमोस तो देखो एक कंपनसेशन का मिला था और उसका मिला था मेंटेनेंस का, ठीक है, इशू फिक्स कंपनसेशन और मेंटेनेंस का। और फिर नाविया का वो करोगे स्टोरी तो उसके प्रीमो मिलेंगे। नाविया का अभी देखा F2P में भाई, वो फोर्ड बफ भी होंगे उनके, तो वो भी ध्यान रखना, ठीक है। तो उनसे कंपेयर मत किया करो अपना, उन जो जितना वो दिखाते हैं ना उनसे कम से कम एटलीस्ट 200 या 300 के डैमेज अपना कम समझ के रखा करो। उनके आर्टिफैक्ट भी जोड़ लायक होते हैं। मैं सेव कर रहा हूँ नहेदा एंड इन लोगों के लिए। हाँ, नहेदा बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है भाई, नहेदा पे जाओ। जियो न्यूकर है नाविया। अपन रीरन पे निकालेंगे नाविया तो कभी मे बी। सर डिस्कॉर्ड में देखो लक, अभी तो नहीं, बाद में देख लेंगे। वीडियो तो भेजी दी ना तुम ना, बाद में देख लेंगे। हाँ रीरन इज बेटर भाई। तब तक पता चल जाता है यार कौन से कैरेक्टर कितने पानी में है सही से। लोगों को सब टेस्ट कर ले दो। सही कह रहा है भाई। चलो गाइस अपन बंद करते हैं आज, खाने पीने का देखना पड़ेगा आज। टाइमिंग भी भेजा है, देख लेना। ओके। ओ तेरे को कुछ अच्छा कार्ड मिला माओ तब से? मेरे को तो ऐसा लग रहा मिलने ही बंद हो गया वहाँ, जैसे स्टार्टिंग में तब भी 2 मिले थे। सब बेकार, मेरा भी यार। चलो कोई नहीं, बाद में देखेंगे। हैव अ नाइस डे एवरीवन।